Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 4 of the cliff house. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add furnitures. All these furnitures are default and you just need to insert them and load from the family. It comes with Revit, so you just need to load them individually. And also we added sliding doors for the closets, and we added fixtures like tub, toilets, and sink. And we added this detailed line. We also did pull down the curtain wall so that we could add a ceiling under here. So now we're gonna continue working on this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a kitchen with an island in the middle. So first let's go to level 1, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to pull this back like that, and we're going to add this section line facing this side. So go from left to right, and we could just go all the way right here. And once you do that, you're able to double click on this, and once you double click here, you'll be able to see the section facing that side. And we could of course open this up more so that you could see everything around it. So we're going to create in place mass, creating the sink, the lower cabinet and upper cabinet, and then we're gonna create the island on the middle. So let's go back to level 1, and we could just move this backward like that, and then let's go to architecture and click on model in place. We're gonna keep on working on generic model, and then after that click on extrusion. We're just going to add this, so 800. We're gonna add the fridge on this side, so we're gonna leave a space, and this will be 800. And before we click finish, we could just click this materials, and let's add in this one for now. Or this one for now. Click apply and then OK, and then click finish, and we can then now go to our section. Our section will be available under elevation, so let's close this ceiling for now. We don't need that. And then the section, and then in the section plan we could manipulate the extrusion. So here we could check the height, and we could even manipulate the width as well. So for now we're gonna leave it like that. As you can see, it's easy to manipulate this going back, and you could go wider. So let's go back to level 1, and then let's add in another extrusion, but let's finish this, and then add in one more So model in place, go to component, generic model again. This will be generic model number 3, and click extrusion again, and with this another rectangle, and we're just gonna copy the size of this, but now we need to click finish and then change the materials. So let's add this one for now, and then after that go to section again, and now you can expand this more. So let's leave it down there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 3D, and then what we could do is we could click create again, but void form. We will need to show like something like a kick plate here. So click on void extrusion and then click set. You will need to pick a plane. Once you do, press OK, and then after that select the plane. So we're going to select this plane. Once this is selected, now we could use rectangle, and then we're going to void 100 by 100. And then click finish, and then here what you could do is you could just extend this all the way, and then once you click finish you will see that it's voided like that. Before we go further, let's check the dimension or the height of this. So we could use this. What's the height from below? So this is too high, so now we could just change this a little bit. Let's go to 950 will be good enough. Okay, and then after that just put on the top, and this should be around 25. So let's double check this. Around 25 is good. That's 1 inch. That's good enough. And as you can see, it's taking shape now. And next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create some top cabinet. We could actually create more voids here so that we could show that there's like separation between this. So we could just click on the below cabinet and edit type. So it's just a fast way of creating this cabinet. So we're going to select this again, and then same thing, we're gonna create a void form and void extrusion. You will need to set it again, so click set, pick a plane, press OK. We will need to select this plane now. Once this is selected, you can now go to section, and here in section we could add in those separation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna divide this in the middle like that, and then just estimate again here, and then again here. And then after that, I'm going to click pick line and then offset this around 10. I believe that's good enough. So once that's done, we need to close it. So we need to remove this 0, and then now close it up like that. And go back to 3D and just click finish. And as you can see, this is too deep. We're just gonna move it a little bit like that and then click finish. So it's just a quick way of creating separation on this. We could create the handles as well, but let's do that later on. So what I'm gonna do is, let's do the top first, and then maybe if we have time, we could create the island as well on this video. So let's go back to level 1 again. We will need to create another model in place. So architecture, component, and choose generic model. It will be number 4 now. And then this will be another extrusion. We're gonna select rectangle, and this is smaller than the one at the bottom, so around 500 will be good enough. Once that's done, click finish, and then before that, you can change the materials so that we could change different materials later on once we're in Twinmotion. And don't click finish yet, so we could just click on section and let's pull this upwards like that. And then here we need to set up the proper height for this. So it's a good thing that we're seeing a door here, and as you know, it's a little bit over the door, so this will be good enough for the dimension. So we're gonna set a backsplash as well. So around 650, and the height is around 680. So we could maybe do 700. So just estimate this. So around 750, and the backsplash will be 650. So that's good enough. We can actually do the void that we created here as well for the cabinet. So what we could do is we could click create, void form, void extrusion, and then here we need to set this plane again. Pick a plane, press OK, select this face. Once you select that, now we could go to section again, and then we could use this rectangle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this like that, and then AL, align it like that. And then now we could just move this one upwards. So we could use our arrow. So I'm just using the arrow key to move it upwards like that. Zoom out so that you'll be able to see it. And then this one, I'm just gonna leave something here, not all the way to the edge. And that same goes with this one. Next, I'm just gonna copy this and use align tool so that I will be consistent on all. So copy, so select everything, click copy. I'm gonna check multiple, and I'm just gonna drag it, give one on the left side and then the right side as well. Once that's done, I'm gonna use AL, that's align. I'm gonna align the farthest first and then the inner one. So same here, goes here, aligned, so it's easier for me. Press escape and then click finish. But before you click finish again, let's look at it at 3D so that we could assess the depth. I don't want it to be all the way there, so I just want it to be shown like this. Once that's done, click finish, and we have our top cabinet like that. So actually, I don't like how big the top cabinet is, so I'm just gonna move this down a little bit more. So now because I want to just show it as a flip up overhead storage, and then this one is just regular hinge storage. So this will be flip up and this will be hinge. So I'm gonna just create a simple extrusion, like I'll show you afterwards. So here, same goes with the, so I'm just clicking, so that would be fine. It's not visible enough, or if you guys want, you could edit the void at the top, so you could just pull this one down like so, and then you could use AL so that you could copy the top like that and like that. I'm gonna use AL. I'll try and see if I could select the top so that everything is aligned. So just use tab and just keep on tabbing so that everything is aligned perfectly at the top and on the bottom. So I'm good with this, so click finish once you're done. And then now let's create the handles for this. So we're just going to add another extrusion. So click on architecture and then component and then generic model. This will be the handle, and I'm just gonna create an extrusion again, and this one will be set I'm gonna pick a plane. I'm gonna pick this plane, and then go to level 1, and let's try and actually I set this one differently. So I'm gonna click on set again, pick a plane, and I want this plane to be the same plane as the top. And then after that, we just need to create a simple handle like so. And we need to click or remove this. Type in SL, split that one, TR to trim this, and then once you're happy, click finish and change the materials. So this one will be just something like that, and go and look at it in 3D and just move this one to its location. So I'm gonna go to section so that I could see the midpoint or the location of this. So I'm gonna select, so like I said, I want this to be an hinge like door. So I'm gonna rotate this. Actually, I'm going to create a copy first because I'm gonna use this for the overhead flip up. So I'm just gonna click copy and uncheck the constraint. I'm just gonna put it like that, and then after that I'm gonna select this back again and rotate this 90 degrees, and then just move it with my arrow key on the position that I want. So I'm happy with this location. I could just mirror this one on this midpoint, and then I'm gonna copy both of this. I'm gonna select this midpoint so that I could just add this one on this midpoint as well. So now that's good. We could check it here, and then now we need to see this one from level 1. So I cannot actually see it from level 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to level to 3D, and let's adjust the view range. So I'm just gonna click finish for now, and then let's change the view range for this. So from the top of level 1, let's change this to 4000. And then cut plane. And then now let's edit this place. So I'm going to change this or move this one like that. So I'm selecting this plane, and then what I need to do is I want to see it on the section view. So I just move it to section, and then now I just want to see the midpoint of this. So I'll just put it like this and just estimate the midpoint. So I think this is the midpoint. Or what we could do is so this is good enough. So I'm just gonna copy this multiple midpoint. So I'm just gonna select all the midpoints here and just click finish. Now that's done. You can see that we have the base and the top cabinet for the kitchen. We could add in the fridge here on this side. So it's looking good. Let's finish this up, the kitchen part, on the next video. So we're gonna leave it now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.